All right, so here, how many of you, give me a yes or no, how many of you saw this study? It's a crazy study. It's a study that literally said that the average American family has now reached millionaire status. I don't know, what do y'all think? I mean, have y'all heard about this? It's kind of crazy. Shout out the city you're from. Let me know what city you're from, by the way. It's kind of nuts, right? This idea that the average American family has reached millionaire status. But literally, this is in the Wall Street Journal. Take it for what you want. I'm going to break it down for you and explain to you how they could come to this conclusion, because I know that I assume most of you in here are not millionaires. I assume that a lot of you may not even be close to that. And I hate studies like this to some extent, because I think that it does create sort of a misconception and an awkwardness when you're struggling to pay the rent, and then you're seeing that that somebody's telling you that everybody else is doing great. So let me explain some of that to you. All right. So by the way, I see Berkeley, San Francisco, Elkton, Maryland, and good morning, Kim Hitchcock and Soraya out of Kalamazoo, and D-Bell. Good morning to you too. All right, so here's what it says here. It says, last week, the Federal Reserve revealed that last year, the average net worth of American families topped $1 million for the first time, surging 42% from $749,000 in 2019. Of course, that average is skewed by a small number of billionaires and multimillionaires. If you go back and watch the 20,000 videos I've done, never once will you ever find me telling you or not telling you that the stock market is one of the great keys to wealth. So they're more likely to own a home than the average American. Home ownership is one of the great keys to wealth. I wrote my dissertation on the stock market. I'm a stock market expert, and I've been telling you guys extensively, completely, consistently. And so one of the things I did was I did a survey on the Black Financial Channel, and it turned out I want to say about 75% of you are already investing in stocks consistently. I really think that if we really want to move this wealth level up in the Black community, we've got to get that number closer to 90%, 95%, 100%. I really, really want to encourage you. In fact, give me a yes in the chat right now if you will just go get on your app, get on Robinhood, Acorns, or Stash, and just start buying some stock, and then set it on auto deposit so you can just buy and it could be any small amount, but you got to get involved in this game, because if you don't consistently invest in this economy will leave you behind. Do you understand? The worst, most insidious type of inflation in America is what is called asset inflation. Asset inflation is greater than the rise in like the cost of bread or the cost of gas. Asset inflation is the rise in the value and the cost of assets. So what has occurred, generally speaking, and this is historical because bankers control all this, is that asset inflation, meaning the value of stocks, bonds, and real estate, has skyrocketed faster than the regular rate of inflation. So that means that if you own assets, that's what these many millionaires are doing.